In a bid to protect the society from patronizing illegal and substandard laboratories in the country, stakeholders have called for the creation of Directorate of Medical Lab Scientists in the various ministries of health and hospital management board across the country. The former National President, Association of Medical Laboratory Scientists of Nigeria, Dr. Toyosi Yakin, said this while delivering a keynote speech at this year's Biomedical Scientific Conference and Annual General Meeting organized by the Oyo State Health Management Board chapter of the association held in Ibadan, the Oyo State capital. Dr. Rahim was speaking on the theme, the critical roles of medical laboratory scientists in health policy development, implementation and management, noted that obsolete health policies should be evaluated by government at all levels, having failed to address the health challenges of the society. Earlier in the speech, chapter president of the association, Akibile Adebola, emphasized the need for thoroughbred professionals to take charge of medical laboratories as well as key into policy-making process in the health sector. She called for a critical change in laboratory organization and management in line with the vogue in developed countries. Akibile further urged government at all levels to ensure the strict implementation of recommended health policies to safeguard the populace from the surging cases of quackery in the practice of medical laboratories. As part of activities marking this year's week-long program, the association had earlier organized free medical tests for civil servants in Oyo State Ministry of Health, as well as the Office of the Health of Service, with top government functionaries, including the Head of Service, Alhaja Amidat Agbola, and the Permanent Secretary, Mr. Fatai Oladeide, among the civil servants to be tested.
We realized that in many of the cases, the medical lab scientist is supposed to be in charge of running medical laboratories. And that is why the gap that we have noted is that medical lab scientists should be fully responsible for day-to-day running of the laboratory. And that is why we are requesting and clamoring for the creation of directorate in the hospital management board and the Ministry of Health.
Laboratory organization and management, we desire a critical change in that aspect too, because as we all know that information keep changing and evolution keeps occurring. So for that reason, we feel that we want a change in that aspect too, so that we can actually measure up and level up with other countries.